The kettlebell swing is an awesome conditioning exercise here that uses a lot of posterior chain, but actually it's a total body exercise as well. So when we're working the kettlebell swing, we're going to try to break it down today into a few different phases so you can really learn each phase of the swing and show you how to build up to those repetition swings as well. So the way we want to get set up here is just like you would for your deadlift, but instead of being right over the kettlebell, you're going to be about a foot or two behind it. You're going to sit your butt back toward the wall, soft bending those knees, natural arch of that lower back. Now we're going to tilt this bell, which we call breaking the bell, and the first step is to hike that kettlebell. So you're going to hike it back towards your hips as fast and as hard as you can. So we'll practice hiking and parking. So we hike it and then park that bell. Hike it, push that air out, hike that bell. Hike it, park it. One more, Juice. Hike it and park it. There we go. Go ahead and relax for a second, Juice. Now, from there, we're going to go into the concentric part of this, which is the actual swing itself. For this one, after you hike that kettlebell back, what a lot of people want to do is think about pushing their hips forward to swing that bell up. What we want to be thinking is that we're going to straighten those legs out to get tall. So we're going to pull those kneecaps up toward the hips, squeeze those glutes nice and tight, abs are going to be walled up, ribs are going to be tucked, and our arms just work like a pendulum here, using them just to hold on to that kettlebell. Once we get to that chest height, we're gonna pull that kettlebell back down, and we do what we call playing chicken with the bell. So just wait to that last second, get those hips out of the way, and then we'll park that bell. So let's go through that combination there, Juice. So Juice getting set up, she's gonna break that bell, she's gonna hike it and then go into that swing, glute squeeze, and then park here, nice and controlled. There we go, Juice. Drive up, push that air out, park that bell. Notice how she gets nice and tall and straight. Looks almost like she's leaning back here because she's driving through those heels. Hike it, swing it, back swing, and then park it. One more, Juice. Drive on up, and then park it here. Go ahead and relax for a second, Juice. So that's what we would call a dead stop swing. That combination is actually pretty taxing. It takes some work because you're focusing on the setup on each one. So don't be afraid to start with those. It's a great way to really practice and really make sure you're doing every part of the swing well. Once you're doing that well, we're seeing that your form is right, keeping you safe, we'll move on to repetitions here. So for the repetition, you're not gonna park the bell in between each swing. You're just gonna swing it back and then drive back up. Now you wanna make sure that this is where you really are focusing on playing chicken with that bell, sitting those hips back, and then driving straight up and down, because this is where there's going to be the most potential to put too much pressure on that lower back. You want to try it again, Juice?
Yeah.
So we're going to go with that repetition. You got to take those glasses off. It's about to get real, folks. About to get real with these swings. I got to stand back because I don't get whipped with that hair though either. I love watching it though. So we set up. We're tilting that bell. We've hiked it. Swing it. Back up. Sit back. Play chicken with that bell. Notice how Juice is waiting or letting that kettlebell get right up to her chest. She's stopping it there. Then she's playing chicken, hikes it or throws it back. Swings it back up. Nice and controlled. Little booty bump. Pop those hips. Pull those kneecaps up. And on your last rep, just park that bell like we practiced on that dead swing. So that's the combinations we're going to work with at the end of our workout here. Just make sure we're just going to practice this. The kettlebell swing is an exercise that seems nice and simple, but there are a lot of details, so you want to focus on the skill of it, because as you can see, that's not a heavy kettlebell for Juice, but when she puts as much effort into it as she was, that heart rate gets up, those glutes are getting worked, you feel really good, and we'll add some breathing combinations in here so that we're focused on let's get quality swings in, let's get stronger, really perfect that swing so that as we add it into other programs, you already know what you're doing, you're gonna get a lot better at it and get a lot more work into each swing.